Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the Pats. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. With a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. Right at the 30. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Ready, go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And Judah. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
How about that, partner? His second sack in the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That second down play nets a -4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 40. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup on 16. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more. Now a first down carry for Harris. And some room to run now. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing, Jones. He finds his target, Allen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tough for the 17 now. Here's a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Nicholson. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll set up a throw. And that's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. In motion, the tight end. second down. Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak. No place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jones throwing complete for Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to throw again. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
So it looks like they started some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, he'll drop to throw.
On the out route, he's got Thornton.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back, reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Jones on 3rd down. Got his man. It's Thornton. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down at 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for Thornton, he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Squib kick picked up near the 20. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard lines in the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here. Put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're rolled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Looking to throw. And caught by London. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here we go,
Second and 6. Got London on a slant. Touchdown! Drake London, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Jones. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. To throw again, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. The busy night continues for Williams. And they mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now a give, running left is Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9. This is Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw is Jones. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. John Smith, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He's back to throw. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete. Now 1 more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.